I have a big family. Along with my mom and dad, I have 5 sisters and 1 brother, and there's my nephew pictured as well. A lot has changed since this 2014 picture was taken, as this was one of the last pictures we all took together as a family. Summer vacations in Wisconsin was one of my family's biggest traditions. Starting back in 2009, we started going to Merrimack's campground, about 30 minutes away from Wisconsin Dells. The campground had just about everything a kid my age could want: a swimming hole, mini golf, and really cool bikes to ride. Merrimack's instantly became a favorite place of mine. Our 2011 trip to the campground was one of my favorites. I was allowed to bring one of my best friends at the time, and we really had a blast. We got to take the ferry into town, which was a really cool experience. Most of our time was spent at the swimming hole, and it was really hard to get us to come out. Out of all the trips we took up there, that one was definitely one of the best. Jump ahead 2 years later. My brother Michael wasn't with us on this trip because of the birth of his son Danny, and my sister Ashley wasn't there as well. We went up for my sister Amber's birthday weekend, and instead of just staying at the campground, we went to Mount Olympus and had a great time. I remember the 12-foot wave pool was terrifying, but was also a lot of fun. But overall, it just wasn't the same without the whole family being there for the first time. Jump ahead another 2 years. It's now 2015, and this would be the last year my dad would be coming on our family trips up to Wisconsin, and would be my nephew Danny's second time coming up. Things in my family were beginning to change. They already were, but you just couldn't tell from the happy vacation photos. We rented the big house on the campground and did our normal vacation activities, and everybody had a great time. With my parents going their separate ways, our summer vacations began to change. My siblings were getting older, so some of them weren't available to come on some of the trips, and by 2017, we no longer went to the campground and began going up to Wisconsin Dells because of my mom's timeshare there, and my sister Amber stopped coming on the summer trips because she was getting busy. The first year not returning to the campground was weird because we had been going every year since 2009. These photos here are from our last summer trip to the Dells in 2019. As you can see, my sisters Ashley and Amber and my brother Michael were not there. It was one of the smaller groups we had in a while. We didn't know this was going to be the last of our summer trips because when the pandemic hit, vacation was the last thing that was on our minds. Now, most of my siblings are moved out of the house, so it's down to my mom, my sisters Alyssa and Stephanie, me, and all of our pets. I hope when this pandemic is over, we can start up those summer trips again, because although a lot has changed in my family since the first one up to the campground, those trips are one of my favorite parts of the summer that I look forward to every single year.